Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bison Information Network News. I'm Jay Lennander.
And I'm Lydia Crackel.
Emergency workers brought a woman to safety on Monday who was believed to be threatening suicide on the 40th Avenue I-29 overpass. The Cass County Sheriff's Office received the report of a potentially suicidal person on the bridge around 10. Police had defused the situation within the next 10 minutes. No injuries were reported, and according to the authorities, the woman was taken to a local hospital for evaluation.
University of Minnesota students, faculty, and staff were told to avoid the east side of campus on Monday as local police attempted to resolve a standoff inside a hotel. The situation began when campus and Minneapolis Police Department officers entered the Graduate Minneapolis Hotel to arrest an Arizona man for a nonviolent white-collar crime. Police were originally concerned for a woman in the room who might have been held hostage. The woman was eventually released around midnight Tuesday, while the man refused to come out. The man is identified as Rashad Bowman, who started lighting fires around 8 a.m. on Tuesday morning after peaceful negotiations started to fail. At that point, police moved into the room using flashbangs and smoke grenades, while Bowman tried to escape out of the window. Eventually, they stopped him from jumping out of the 6-story window and arrested him quietly.
And now James Porter has our 7-day weather forecast. James?
Thanks, Jay. And if you had a chance to get out today, it was a frigid one with highs only making it up to 2 and lows around -9, but wind chills were as low as -30 today. Currently, the winds are only at 14 miles per hour with a 62% humidity and only a 10% chance of snow, so probably not going to get any tonight. Additionally, we have a wind chill advisory from 9 tonight to 10 a.m. tomorrow. You'll want to keep the jacket out for tomorrow as well, as temperatures will only reach 14 degrees, a low of 0. And again, we have that wind chill advisory with winds from 10 to 15 miles per hour. There is a chance for snow tomorrow night, but the snow will be less than an inch. Moving on to our 7-day forecast, we have lows in the low single digits again, 2 and 7 on Saturday and Sunday. Monday will only reach 10, and Tuesday and Wednesday will get to 16 and 11 respectively. Back to you, Jay.
Thanks, James. We'll be right back. While needles may scare a lot of people, they also save a lot of lives. In this case, North Dakota State University's Student Athlete Advisory Committee, or SAC, will be hosting their annual blood drive on February 6th from 10 to 4:30 p.m. There will also be a second round of donations available on February 7th from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. For more information on this, you can contact Ryan Enerson at ryan.enerson@ndsu.edu.
The Fargo Dome is getting a security overhaul as walk-through metal detectors are being added to the venue. The total cost of the addition is estimated at $150,000, and that also includes wand detectors for stadium staff. The detectors could potentially get a test run this weekend during Monster Jam or during the Avenged Sevenfold concert this following weekend.
Last summer, the world witnessed the first solar eclipse visible across the United States in over 100 years. Wednesday saw another rare occurrence in the skies, a super blue blood moon. This happens when a full moon occurs twice in the same month, a blue moon that was also a supermoon, meaning it was closer to the Earth than normal. Add a lunar eclipse and you get that orange hue and you have a super blue blood moon. The last time this happened was over 150 years ago. Coming up next, we have a story on Bison Catholic Week, which we do not actually have a story on Bison Catholic Week. It is actually on the Fargo Public Libraries.
And a story on the Eagles fans from the Vikings game. Stay with us.
Fargo Public Libraries joined the challenge that other libraries nationwide have been taking on, the 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten Challenge.
The challenge is aimed at parents and caregivers to read to their newborns, infants, and toddlers before they enter kindergarten. The James Carlson Library held an event January 27th to help parents and children get started on their reading journey. The event included children making hand puppets that can be used while reading, some cake, and visits from Curious George. Amber Emery said that reading to your child can lead to success in school by increasing vocabulary and help with word-object recognition. Emery also says reading encourages bonding between parent and children and creates positive feelings associated with reading.
I think it also also helps children understand what a book is, and they're interested in books, and because they've spent so much time with big people that they love, and adults and grandparents and parents, and that has has emphasized this good feeling of reading with their big people. It makes them want to learn how to read themselves. It makes them excited about reading, so that when they get into a kindergarten classroom or a first grade classroom, their teacher isn't trying to expose them to a book. They've already had exposure to it.
The 1000 Books Foundation says the challenge can be started at any point. For more information, go to 1000booksbeforekindergarten.com.
More talk shows are being added to the Bison Information Network selection. 2 new shows will be added in the coming weeks and will feature sports talk and board games. X's and O's is a show that will be hosted at Herd and Horns, talking about all things sports, but specifically Bison athletics. Roll Bison is a show featuring members of the Gaming Guild playing arguably the most popular tabletop role-playing game out there, Dungeons & Dragons. You can catch both of these shows on our TV channel, as well as on our YouTube page or our website, ndsubin.com.
When we come back, sports reporter Eric Bunnel joins us.
What do you have for us, Eric?
Well, we're going to take a look at the men and women's. Both they wrapped up their first half of Summit League play and the Super Bowl preview. That and more when we come back. North Dakota State welcomed Western Illinois to the Shields Center this past Saturday. They look to extend their 9-game winning streak against Western to 10. Picking up right away in the first half, Paul Miller kicks out to Tyson Ward, and he hits the 3 from downtown. The Bison, however, were down 5 early on in the first 7, just under the first 7 minutes. You see Corey Webster getting the pull up from the free throw line. He already has 18 points in the first half, and that's just with 11 minutes left to go in the first. Led the next, we're up 6. Here you see Tyson Ward kicking it. Chris Whale from downtown, he would hit the 3. The Bison would be up 2, and then here you see silky smooth Paul Miller gets the reverse layup. As time is expiring, the Bison will go up 2 at the half, 42-40. Nice pick and roll. Miller and Eliason. Eliason gets the nice reverse layup. The Bison would be up 5. Tyson Ward finds a wide open Dangu at the top of the key, and Dang, he gets it to rattle home, and as it hits every part of the rim, the Bison would be up 8. Cameron Hunter gets the 3 at the buzzer, and he gets fouled. He would convert the and one. The Bison would be up 10. Late in the second half, here you see Cameron Hunter yet again, nice behind the back. He beats the buzzer for the second straight possession. The Bison would go up 80-69.
I really think and want to hope that, that we understand when we're locked in like we were Thursday for 40 minutes and, this afternoon for about, I would say 30 minutes that we can be pretty good.
First half of it at 4-3, we wish, and it should have been a little bit better, but nice to get these 2 wins at home to get a little bit of more momentum going into the second half.
Paul Miller, as you see, finished with 26 points. The Bison will go on to win 80-69. They travel to Brookings to take on South Dakota State, who's at the top of the standings. That tip is scheduled for 7 p.m. The North Dakota State women look to get their first win over Western Illinois in nearly 4 years. The Bison led 19-18 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter, but after Western Illinois converted on a 3-point jumper a minute later, they would not relinquish the lead. The Leathernecks forced 21 turnovers and converted those into 25 points. The Bison were led by Sarah Jacobson, who had a career-high 26 points. They will return home this Thursday night to take on South Dakota State to begin the second half of Summit League play.
Transition defense is a big thing, and I thought that's what where their separation on their part happened at the beginning of the third quarter down at Frost Arena. They transition well. Anybody can handle the basketball, and they're looking to shoot the 3 early. And I think that's something that we have gotten better at.
With the second half of Summit League play beginning on Thursday night, South Dakota and South Dakota State hold down the top 2 spots in both the men and women's side. South Dakota State holds a slim 1-game lead over South Dakota for the top spot. North Dakota State holds down the 3rd spot, followed by Denver in the 4th. Fort Wayne and Oral Roberts are tied for 5th with a 3-4 record in conference play. Omaha and Western Illinois round out the standings. On the women's side, South Dakota holds a 1-game lead over South Dakota State, followed by Western Illinois, Oral Roberts, and Denver rounding out the top 5. Omaha and North Dakota State are tied for 6th with a 1-6 record overall in conference play, and Fort Wayne rounds up the standings with a 1-7 record overall. After dropping their first contest on the road to 24th ranked Purdue 26-6, the Bison look to get back on track Sunday afternoon against Northern Illinois. Both of these contests were non-conference matches. The Bison came out strong and won the first 7 bouts to give them a 27-0 lead. Northern Illinois' lone win came at 184 pounds, with Bryce Gorman defeating Cole Witzig of NDSU. The Bison would go on to win the next 4 matches and defeat the Huskies 34-3. They will return home this Friday for a Big 12 duel against Iowa State and Sunday against Air Force. In this year's Super Bowl, we have a rematch of Super Bowl 38. This Sunday, the Eagles will take on the Patriots at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis to decide who will be crowned NFL champion. Tom Brady will be looking to solidify his place as one of the greatest players to ever play the game with a 6th Super Bowl win. The Patriots will also be looking to tie the Steelers for the most Super Bowl wins among NFL franchises with 6. The Eagles are looking for their first Lombardi trophy. They are hoping to avenge their loss to the Patriots in Super Bowl 39. The Eagles have been underdogs throughout the playoffs and will be underdogs yet again. Kickoff is Sunday at 5:30 on NBC. Who's going to win the big game?
Well, I think Tom Brady's legacy is pretty well cemented. I think he continues it on Sunday.
Lydia?
I have to agree. I think the Patriots are gonna blow them out into the water.
I'm going to go with the Eagles, and they're not going to get that 6th Super Bowl.
Well, we'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Super Bowl 52 is just days away, where the New England Patriots will look to win their 2nd consecutive and 6th overall Super Bowl.
And the Philadelphia Eagles will look to win their first franchise in history. Bison Information Network reporter Aiden Chadwick took to the streets of campus to see what the students thought would win the big game.
Super Bowl prediction is going to be Tom Brady and the Patriots, because those Eagle fans do not deserve a Super Bowl.
Patriots, because Eagles beat the Vikings and Tom Brady is the GOAT. So
I'm definitely going to go with the Eagles. I'm going to guess 24-9. Patriots are not going to do very well this year.
The Patriots, because Tom Brady is the GOAT.
Eagles, because Carson Wentz may not be playing, but he knows how to rally the team.
The Eagles is going to win the Super Bowl, because the Vikings shouldn't even be in it. They should have never beat my Saints. It's who that nation over everybody, so the Eagles better win.
I think the Eagles going to win because, they got a good team, and I'm tired of seeing the Patriots every year in the Super Bowl.
I want the Eagles to win because I want to see Tom Brady lose, and I think they got the better defense.
I think the Eagles are going to win because they got a great defense, and I just don't think the Patriots can handle that, and I think the Eagles will put up just enough points to win.
Thank you for watching this edition of Bison Information Network News.
Be sure to check us out on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
And catch us back here next Thursday night.
Have a great night, everyone.